No, I feel that, look, there are three people involved in it, and we all know that there is a nexus between all three
one
now.
second. Is there any doubt that he has divorced the same lady who forced him to admit his marriage to her? I mean, he's not divorced a photograph.
No, no, I agree, but I think that
Those are the divorce papers, in fact, which were being played out on TV9, the local channel.
What it looks like is, first there was a marriage of inconvenience, now there's a divorce of convenience. From match fixing to marriage fixing, I mean, this guy seems to have run through the entire gamut of all the cheating that you can possibly come up with.
Yeah.
And forget dirty linen being washed in public. Now, yesterday there was talks of Ayesha producing stained with semen clothes as evidence that they had in fact had a marital relationship.
No, she was.
So she claimed she had kept those garments, and that was proof that they had been together.
Yeah.
So now whether that was the clincher, and that's why he was talked into this corner from which he couldn't get out and came up with whatever he did today. But I still think, like Ayaz rightly said, and I said on your show yesterday, Sania and he are already married. It's a fait accompli. And this is just something that was done to save face, whatever little face remains for all three. That's it.
No, but
that's it. I'm sure they're married. Otherwise, why this unholy
there's no
urgency?
question about it. I mean, there is
Sania and he are married, is what I'm saying.
No, Sania, you're saying
Sania
Sania.
and he are already married.
Can I interrupt?
Yes, Sadhika. Yes, Dr. Babar.
The thing is, it was a lose-lose situation for him, okay? If he agrees that he married, then these are the consequences now, what is happening. And if he refused for the marriage, then his present nikah would have been invalid and he would have had problems in Pakistan. So, it's a lose-lose situation for him in both ways. So he, I think, chose this one because in this he could actually, carry on with his life right now.
No, but that's I want to get to the bottom of this. Farooq Hassan, however difficult, Farooq Hassan, please tell me, I'm asking you again, you said that in your view, and this seems to be the view of everyone here, that probably Sania and Shoaib are already married, that they are going through other ceremonies now. But that's not the real question.
Why did he lie?
I want to know, A, from you, Farooq Hassan, why he lied, and B, is it because lawyers like you made the case for Ayesha so strong? Is it only the legal case that Ayesha built, or is it the truth?
Let me answer both your questions. First of all, is a matter of the timing of this sort of mea culpa. I think what has happened is, if you look to the dates of these occurrences, Saturday, Sunday, Monday are the 3 dates important. On Saturday, the family goes and registers an FIR about 4:30 or 5 o'clock local time. And then, you see, the local police gets in. I was involved at that time, and I thought the police will, after registration of the case, go and arrest him and produce him the next day before a magistrate. But that is what happens in Pakistan, and the law is very similar. But then I was amazed, and I must say amazed in a rather good manner, because I thought the Indian police did a very thorough job, a very impressive job, very objective job. And they did not go and catch him. They instead started looking at the examination of the evidence and sifted the evidence and did a very good lawyer-like job, a judge-like job. And then that went on for about a day and a half. And then on Sunday, what happened was that they had already concluded that there was enough evidence, because the registration of 498A was most conclusive. That meant that the local police, the Andhra police, had already concluded there was at least prima facie case of the man being a husband of the wife, because that's the only way they could have stuck 498A on this.
1 minute, Mr. Hassan, can I ask you a question there?
Then that started.
Can I ask you a question there? You said there was evidence. Now, I completely am with you on this, because nobody believes that Shoaib Akhtar was suddenly unable to handle the pressure, worried about this becoming, Shoaib Malik was suddenly unable to handle the pressure, suddenly worried about this becoming a diplomatic incident. I'm asking you, Farooq Hassan Saab, give me details. What is the evidence? I was asking Sadhika Babar also, what is this evidence which was brought before Shoaib Malik's representatives or family or himself yesterday night that made him suddenly admit his guilt this morning? What changed his mind? Because he was so vehemently denying everything till day before yesterday, in fact till yesterday morning.
Right. Right, you are absolutely right. I think what has happened there is, I am not very sure of the exact pieces of evidence they had, but I do know generally what they had. What was happening was that they first of all was the case of Wakalatnama, the Nikahnama that was valid, I think, and then that was corroborated by a number of pieces of evidence. First of all, there was the corroborative evidence of his own statement given to the GeoDV on the 27th of September 2004, and then I was also knowing that he had already been told this by his other teammates that were in Pakistan in the last 4 or 5 days that I talked to, plus the manager's report was also there. But I think the thing that really unnerved him was the police work, and I must say again, the police work was exemplary in this matter, was the police work done on Sunday and Monday. On Sunday, they came to the conclusion that there was evidence, and they then divided their team efforts into 4 or 5 parts. Plus one of the parts went to the Central Investigation Bureau, which was a federal thing, because there was apparently the evidence of Gulf and Middle Eastern states involved in this matter. And that, I think, it really unnerved him, because that meant, and along with that, on the Monday evening, the police actually went and got hold of the clothes that he was, that they were demanding, and he had to get the clothes back. So that was almost a clinching matter, because it made the case almost look like Monica Lewinsky matter, where Bill Clinton had denied. So I think then that was the